Hello, my fellow readers. This is I, Dark Symphony 777, with another fanfiction. Review. As always, a link to the story will be in the description below. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, click on that bell for notification, and leave a comment in the comment section on your thoughts of the story. And finally, this is my opinion. My opinion is not indicative of everyone in the world, so please respect that. So, the story I am reviewing is Super Koopalings Episode 4, Runaway Reptile by Starling Duck. Yes, I'm in the Super Koopaling thing for the long haul. So, it is the 4th episode, and honestly, as I'm reading through this, there's always going to be stories I like and I hate. It happened with the Big O's. It happened with the Big O stories. But with episode 4 of Super Koopalings, I honestly think this is probably the best one so far, which is saying something because this is probably the shortest one. Because all the other ones were like, yeah, we're like nearly 30,000 words. Except for Untitled. That one's like reading. I can do a reading of it, but that one don't count. Oh, I don't know why my thing shook, but let's get started. So the plot starts with Bowser Jr. actually going to annoy the Koopalings for ice cream. I want ice cream. No, what are you doing? I'm testing something. Sure. Give me ice cream. No. Fine. Wendy. Yes. Give me ice cream. No. What are you doing? I'm playing Mario Kart 8. Everyone knows Double Dash is better. You make that up. But seriously, though, Double Dash is the best one. But yes. And then they go, she annoys Junior, then annoys Ludwig. Give me ice cream. No, I'm cleaning my room. Like, give me it now. But I'm cleaning my room. Are you gonna wait? Why? No, don't get on my bed. No, you're sitting on my bed. No, get off my bed. No, not until you give me ice cream. Get off my bed right now. I'm gonna mess with your music. No. And then Bowser finds out about it because Junior throws like a mega tantrum, and then we found out the fact that Bowser Jr.'s birth. And I imagine it went a little something like this. Hey, Junior, son, find out about your mother. My mommy? Yes. Who's my mommy? It's me. You've been on the internet too much with that whole crown thing. No. Not like that. That's Princess Peach cosplaying as a goth. Why a goth? Because apparently, like, big titty goth GFs are like a thing. She even got a boop. But okay, never mind. What do you mean? Simple. You're a clone. A clone? Yes. What's a clone? Simple. Kamek took a syringe, plunged it in my arm, took some blood, and I did some magical bougie and then turned that blood into you. It's been a family thing. It's actually kind of funny in a weird sort of way. It's like, how does Bowser keep surviving? Simple, he's cloned literally every 5 seconds. And like that, and honestly, find out he was cloned basically made Junior really mad. So the story then continues of Junior running away. He meets Camilla of all characters. Yeah, Camilla. That one random ass boss fight from Mario Galaxy. Sure, why not? And so, the Koopalings are like kind of sad. It's like, we gotta find them, and then they go break up, and then Louie kind of gets it in his head that Junior doesn't deserve to be king. I should be king, but there's like laws saying, oh, it has to be the first blood, but like the Koopalings are adopted. because Bowser officially adopted them in this story. So Ludwig's like, they eventually run into Junior living with Camilla. Junior is like, no, and Ludwig's like, okay. And like Morton confronts him and saying, oh, what? No, you're lying. Bowser, no, you're lying. What do you say? Oh, fine. I should be king, but the law, it's a stupid law. I actually agree, it's a stupid law. I am more worthy to being king. And then Ludwig kind of gets left alone, and then he wanders around. He comes across this wood carving, and he realizes the error of his ways. I like the hint that, there's more. This is like the second story that actually hinted towards an incident that happened with Ludwig. I like these little foreshadowing hints. Like, sooner or later, we're probably going to get like information on this Stonehenge thing. Stonehenge, I believe it's called Stonehenge. Let's see. I believe it's called Stonehenge. Frostwall, that's it. Sorry, I actually had the story on my laptop right now because I had a feeling I was probably going to mistake the town names. So something happened with Frostwall, and this is the second time we actually got hinted towards it, and I actually like the hints that we're getting. Because the first one was Ludwig's like, oh, I need to control my emotions. Otherwise, this certain thing that happened last time happened is going to happen again. And then this is the second time we got like the incident of why Ludwig's the way it is. But now we got a location. And I like this clever trail that the author is leaving, kind of just giving off a clue every once in a while. Over, here's one detail, here's another detail. I'm going to guess probably within like either next episode or episode 6, we're going to get another clue. And then probably like the big finale I'm guessing, like I'm snowball, I'm guessing. The big finale is probably going to be what happened with Frostwall, like how Ludwig lost his emotion, what happened to the city. Because this story implied that Frostwall is just no more. It's just whatever Ludwig did just completely destroyed Stonewall. It's like uninhabitable. That's what I'm guessing. Like Chernobyl. In terms, and that's pretty much it. Like the story literally ends with like Bowser Jr. being reunited with his father, and he's like, "Oh, you're still." It's like, "I'm happy to have you back." "Oh, thank you, Daddy. You're still grounded." Aww. "But we'll get you ice cream." "What kind of ice cream?" "Your favorite, rum raisin." "Is that my punishment?" "Yes, it is." And that actually didn't happen, but he did get punished. But that would have been fun. I was reminded of a conversation I had with the author where like both agreeing like cookies and cream, best ice cream. No idea why I mentioned that, but we're good to know. So that's the plot. I did like the plot. Like I said, my favorite part of the plot was that second hint towards whatever happened with Ludwig, because it's keeping that little plot point fresh in our minds. In terms of characters, I liked all the characters. My only complaint about this story is the fact he used all the Koopalings, because all the previous stories technically focus on like one or two Koopalings. Like episode 1 focused on Roy, episode 2 focused on Lemmy and Ludwig, episode 3 focused on Iggy. This one, I'm guessing, is supposed to focus on Junior. Didn't really focus on Junior. It kind of focused on Junior, but it also kind of focused on Ludwig. But it honestly felt like the author couldn't make up her mind on who to focus on, which is fine. Sooner or later, you're gonna come across a story like this where all the Koopalings are going to be involved in some capacity. So it makes a lot of sense. Especially with this kind of story. So, in that sense, this kind of story is like makes the most sense for literally all the characters needing to be split and have some time to them. Is it a good thing? Nah, debatable, but it served the point of what it was trying to do here. Pacing, of course, same thing as always. I'm not going to complain about the pacing because the pacing is super fast. It's only like the story's only 17,000 words. It's there, it's done, you're good, and that's it. Grammar-wise, nothing wrong with the grammar. As far as I know, I think there was a bad wording, but I could be wrong on that. But other than that, nothing wrong with the pacing, nothing wrong with the sentence structure, nothing wrong with the grammar. It's just it. Would I recommend the story? I actually would, because it does set up a lot of things at the end. Not only with the frost wall thing, but also with Camilla, because the author has an opportunity to make her probably the Super Koopaling's main antagonist of her trying to constantly get Bowser Jr. So it could be like, Bowser's trying to kidnap Peach, but then Camilla's trying to just kidnap Bowser Jr. And it's like, hey, now you know how it feels when you kidnap that princess. Good point. So that's it. Favorite part. I actually like the whole idea with the ringtones. I thought that was actually kind of funny. Basically what happened was Iggy managed to convince Bowser, saying, hey, I finally convinced him to communicate. How are we going to do that? With cell phones! And then they start messing with the phones. Like, here's some ringtones. And they just mess around with the ringtones. And I thought, let me actually go to the chapter that has it. Ringtones, at chapter 5. My favorite part is this line. It's like, hey, Ludwig. Oh, is that the game we're playing now? I have the perfect ringtone for you, Larry. Ding! There's a loser on the line! Pick up your phone and talk to the loser! You should probably talk to them. They're kind of pathetic. Honestly, I really love that one joke. That joke was literally hilarious. My stepfather actually read that joke last night. And I laughed so much, my stepfather actually barged in the room. That's how much I laughed at that one sentence. That was funny. Because it literally just played on how, the Koopalings, they kind of pick on each other, but they kind of mean well. And we got, more Loud House family vibes. So, keep the vibes along. I really like this. Sure, it's not is there anything I would change? Honestly, there's 2 things I would possibly add. With changing the overall story, nothing needs to be changed. It would be more just adding either a scene where we actually see Bowser talk to Bowser Jr. about him being a clone. Because I think in this situation, this was kind of important enough that we kind of needed to see how they did that conversation. It could be something simple like Bowser just saying, you're clone. It's like, but I got to know you don't got no money. You don't even need to change anything about this. I need to rearrange my table. You don't even need to change anything about the story because you can literally just have it be the same. Just add something at the very beginning. It's nothing too bad. You don't have to if you don't want to. The other thing was just add at the end. I say as a hilarious wink and nod, you just do the whole ice cream thing. You just, since this whole thing started with ice cream, it's only fitting this ends with ice cream as a hilarious bookend of just Bowser picking the worst flavor of Bowser Jr. You can have it be rum raisin. You can have it be what's the most random flavor? You can have him hate Rocky Road. No, Rocky Road is amazing. Would be this? You can give him peach ice cream. Peach ice cream is a thing. You can give him orange creamsicle ice cream. You can give him just look up the weirdest flavor or cherry ice cream. Cherry ice cream. I'm not a fan of cherry ice cream. Or hell, you could just troll him and say, hey, we're going to get you ice cream. I said, yes. It's yay! How would you like some fruit thing? Sherbet! Get him sherbet. It would be a hilarious joke at the end. I think that's pretty much unlike the cloning thing where you don't have to, I think this would just be a hilarious little joke at the end that, again, you don't need to you don't need to change anything in the story because it just happens at the very end, so it's not like nothing needs to happen. But I like the story. I think it's short, it's sweet, it did its job, and there's nothing wrong with that. So that is my review of Runaway Reptile. This has been Dark Symphony 777, and